Hi, Scorpio-Sagittarius. Welcome in to your timeless astrology tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For those of you that might be new here, welcome. For those of you returning, welcome back, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm excited to get into your energy and see how the cosmos is guiding and supporting you in the now moment, my Scorp Sag. I almost wanted to call you my Sagicorn. So you could have some Capricorn really strong in your chart, or Capricorn energy, or Saturn could be a very strong influence on you right now. Okay. But we're going to get into it. But first, let's sound our singing bowl. We are going to also burn the crown chakra incense for you, Scorp Sag. Okay, because it does feel like that is where a lot of activity, a lot of energy is at. Hey, me, say me. Oh, Cap Rising, there you go. I knew I said Capricorn for a reason. Welcome in, love. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, we're going to get that crown chakra open, lit, spinning in the right direction, do some healing energy around that as we do this read. Please make sure you do whatever grounding or gratitude practice feels right and best for you in this moment. I am again going to sound our singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided. It is a D note sacral chakra energy. So if you feel any energy 2 inches below your belly button, that is probably why. But do whatever you need to get connected with your intuition so that you can discern the messages coming forward. All right, here we go. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so 2, 3, and 5 could be very significant energies here. You got the Ace of Pentacles right there at the bottom of our tarot deck, the Tazama Tarot for this series. But in the meditation here, Scorp Sag, there's something about comfortability. So your 4th house could be really active right now. You could feel like prioritizing your comfort a little bit more than you normally do. Not willing to kind of stretch beyond what's possible or kind of go the second mile right now. There's something definitely about like healing and recuperation in your energy. I just heard in your auric field. Okay, so make sure that you are meditating here, Scorp Sag. Make sure you're moving your body around, if that is going on a walk or doing like a home workout or getting to the gym or doing something to kind of connect that mind body energy on a daily, every other day, or just more frequently than you normally do. And if you are already into that, you have that down pat, there might need to be a bit of a switch up in your routine to kind of shift the energy. Okay. And like I felt, your 4th house, definitely. That comfort energy was so strong, Scorp Sag, as I was meditating for your read. It just felt like I wanted to be wrapped up in a really big blanket with like the right amount of heat and just 1 foot out so that you kind of get that hot cold regulation going, like real cozy energy. Okay, this could just be you seeking out comfort from things that feel really warm and good to you. Maybe there is a need for that. Allow yourself those pleasures. Okay, because I do get with that Capricorn energy that was trying to come in, there's a bit of like self-restriction around your own pleasure. So try not to be too hard on yourself at this time, Scorp Sag. Okay, you're doing the best that you can. Give yourself some credit, give yourself some compassion. Okay, so cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. What else is surrounding Scorp Sag in the moment? Cardinal energy, instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. So you could feel like you're wanting to make some changes to your home, instigate some new habits, new practices that you've maybe been meditating on or wanting to do. This feels like needing to get started on those things, because I kind of feel like there have been these things that Spirit has been showing you and guiding you to, but hasn't necessarily given you the green light to start. I feel like that green light is coming in now. Yeah, dreams and transcends Neptune. So it's been a bit foggy or a bit fuzzy around when. Like a hat, like, yeah, it's like you have an idea, you have the energy, you kind of have the scope of work, I guess we could say, but when to kind of get started, when does the momentum build for that to really begin, might have been a bit cloudy. But with this kind of Ace of Wands energy that the cardinal directions kind of give me, again, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, very significant here, is it's like that green light is coming. That green light is coming. This is what I mean. You feel that desire to start fresh, start something new. It might just be something about the timing, Scorp Sag. I feel like we get timing for you a lot. So I am seeing the Wheel of Fortune. Naturally, Jupiter is supporting you here. But what else is surrounding Scorp Sag in the moment? Oi. Okay. Uranus. Alrighty. Radical change or radically change. Yeah. I do feel that there is going to be some sort of switch up in your lifestyle, or where you call home, or what you call home, or what you come home to. Okay. Or where, yeah, something about where you call home, where you nest, or there's just this nester energy coming in. So you could be, how could I say that? Yeah, it's like there's an idea that wants to be born, is how I can say it. I think it's been in you for a while, Scorp Sag, and you've been I just heard gathering the pieces. You've been gathering the pieces, almost like a puzzle is what they're showing me. And it's like you finally are getting to that last piece. So you clearly know what the picture is. It's just about putting that piece in place. Or this is energy again surrounding you. Someone might feel like you're the missing puzzle piece to a greater picture and trying to align and put you in place somewhere. Or there's something around that. There's something around it. Okay, if that you being the missing puzzle piece kind of resonates, there was some sort of distortion around whoever this person is or whatever the situation was that it was making something kind of murky for company, job, business, person, you fill in the blank. Okay, making it murky for something on the other end or outside of you. But this radical change. All right, we'll talk about that in a minute. Tell me a little bit more here about the energy that surrounds Scorp Sag. Oh, you got an Aries moon too. There you go. There's that cardinal. House 9th. Wow. Okay. The 9th house, there's Cancer showing up. 4th house again, and pretty much a good little chunk. There's Aries, Taurus, conjunction, 7th house. Gemini, yeah. Gemini would be your 7th house. If you are a Sag rising tuning in, you've got sextile, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, 5th house, and South Node. So, interestingly enough, spiritual growth, this all fell out on spiritual growth. You could be dealing with an Aries, Taurus, cusp energy, or someone close to that energy, or harnesses both of these energies, has a lot of activity in their chart, in their 1st and 2nd house. Take it as it resonates. Okay. And look, Gemini brings curiosity, intellect, and networking. So that's what I mean. It's like there is some sort of energy that feels like you might be the missing piece, whether this is in business or in relationship or in love. The right combination of tension and flow. So a rewarding situation. Someone maybe feels like there's rewards, consideration, fairness, and harmony, or that there's some sort of skill set that you have here, Scorp Sag, or this is you looking out and thinking someone is the missing piece to something you have going on. Again, take it as it resonates. Because with the Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony, Aquarius bringing originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Capricorn, ambition, realism. So it's almost like there's some sort of, they keep saying skill and gift. Okay, it's a skill and gift that you have, whether you're aware of it or not, Scorp Sag, to consider and be fair in bringing harmony maybe into like a group setting. This could be like a group project. Maybe you do project management for work. It's like that's where your skill set shines, like progressive imaginings, originality, making sure that everybody's kind of getting what they need, but yet the project is still moving forward. Yeah, maybe you want to look into like project management if you've been thinking of like a career pivot, or if that's already been in your vortex of energy, you might want to really put some legwork behind that. Because ambition, realism, and methodical steps, it might be a good path to get to where you want to go, or it could be a good industry for you to get into, provide some sort of foundation for you, or again there's some sort of ambition around it. It meets your need for growth, or your how could I say that's weird, that's such a specific energy. Geez, but I don't have the words. Thank you. Fulfillment. There it is. There is some sort of fulfillment that you can get from that path if you've been considering a career change. Okay, again, that could be oddly specific, that could be for a few of you, but you have passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity, right? Because it allows your inner child to step through, step in. Some of you could have really loved puzzles growing up. Maybe you like brain teasers, twisters, like those types of skilled games in that way, but destined to release. So it feels like whatever this is, whatever the spiritual growth is, clearly outside of your comfort zone. Okay, or you might be sensing a new spiritual growth cycle approaching. I am seeing the 3 of Wands in my mind's eye. So this could be all to come here. Can we just get a little bit more about what's surrounding Scorp Sag, and then we'll see what's directly connected to you, and then get to the tarot and then the extended over on Patreon. Okay, so yeah, you might have a masculine energy surrounding you here, and you have the 2nd house. Okay, so that could be Taurus, or again, count forward from your rising sign. That's your 2nd house. The sign that follows your rising, the sign that follows your rising or ascendant is your 2nd house. Okay, so everybody has a different 2nd house unless you share a rising sign with someone. So your 2nd house could definitely be Aquarius or Pisces, or in a yang energy. So Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sag, or Aquarius again. And we're Jupiter with the 9th house. And here's that Taurus again. So we're just circulating through the same energies here. This could all be within your chart that's kind of supporting you, or that the cosmos is touching on. Yeah, it's something, some sort of integrations happening here, Scorp Sag. That could be the dream and transcend. There could be integration in your dream world or dream space. Yeah, trine with Saturn. I felt Saturn. I felt Saturn trying to work with you, or surrounding you, or it's protecting you is what I just heard. You got Granddaddy Saturn protecting you, protecting a blessing for you, this trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. You know how badass that is? Saturn's scary, okay? Saturn can be so intimidating. If you don't really understand why Saturn's energy shows up, but yet it's such a gift of discipline. It's such a gift of focus. It's a gift of seeing the beauty of your energy in motion, like your sense of creation. That's why it's connected to the 3D, right? That's why it's also connected to that devil energy, because it's so focused in this realm. Tied to this realm. It's not necessarily up in the ethers, right? It's only in the tangible, but patience still. Like there's been a lot of beautiful alignment, I think, that has been behind the scenes or under the radar for you. So anything that has felt restricted, or you have felt restriction from, or again, like I said, in your channeling, you could even be restricting yourself from certain things. Persistence, patience, and practicality. That's what I mean. I think you've been very patient for some sort of alignment here, Scorp Sag. There you are, intense, exposing, purging, and renewing. So it's been you going through this spiritual growth cycle and being persistent and brave in facing what does show up. And it feels like there is some sort of angelic support and perfect flow that's finding you when it comes to your 2nd house. So physical security, possessions, material value, self-worth. Quite simply, the reward, you might be getting some sort of 3D reward in a way, something you've worked really hard for, whether that's like a new home, new car, new house, new job, like I said, new industry, if you're trying to make a pivot, like something new that is going to be life changing or absolutely in divine alignment for you. I am seeing the star card in my mind's eye is coming in, has sparked, has begun here with that cardinal energy. So this could even just be a dream that you have transforming into tangible reality. Okay, so about a lived dream. You're about to live a dream. So something about this new cycle or this path you're embarking on here, Scorp Sag, or what's about to come might feel vaguely familiar, almost like a deja vu. But yet it's new. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. But remember when I also said like waiting for the right time to take action on something? Again, that time is coming because you have been patient. Your patience is about to pay off in something. Okay. I can say that a million different ways, can I? All right. Thank you, Spirit. Can you tell me now where Scorp Sag is? Oi. Okay, so my incense rarely like need a second light to burn like that. So maybe this is like a second chance here, Scorp Sag, or someone's getting a second chance to align something here. Or a second spark after something maybe went out prematurely. Maybe in the past you took action on something maybe too soon. Here, Scorp Sag, and now it's like the moment where it's like now time to take action is here, and you're like, oh, I already did that. Now, Scorp Sag. That's the danger sometimes of living too far ahead of yourself or kind of being able to see things coming. You might get a little too excited and move out of alignment here. So that's okay. It looks like you are going through a realignment. We all go through it, Scorp Sag. All right, but where is Scorp Sag? How is... Thank you. 6th house. Okay, establishing foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So that's where I was getting at the like move your body, Scorp Sag. Make sure you're switching up your routines if you've been doing the same thing for a while now, or you know, it's like I don't know how many of you work out or go to the gym or take classes or have that kind of background, but you know how you do the same thing over and over again and then take a different class or do a different style of movement or whatever the case may be, and you start working different muscles. It's like that. It's like the major muscle groups you've been focusing on. I guess you can make that analogy with spiritual muscles, because you did get the 9th house with spiritual growth, are good. They're solid. It's time to kind of get into the lateral movements, or I don't know. It's like super specific like that. It's time to flex out different muscles here, okay? But it's just building on the foundation you already have. So that's good. And you've got Virgo. So Virgo is the 6th house naturally, okay? Integrity, reverence, and service. So I feel as if you're starting to get the hang of service to self in a way that is balanced, Scorp Sag. Okay, keeping integrity is much more than just your word and doing what you say you're going to do. It's also making sure that you're upholding the things that you know support your well-being, okay? So this is a time to really focus in on that, Scorp Sag. And you've got Uranus here coming back out, okay? So where Uranus is right now could be in your 6th house. Your 6th house could be Virgo. And again, if you want to quickly find that out, just count forward from your ascendant sign. And you got Chiron, hurt and heal at the bottom. Okay. Ooh, I just heard healing the cracks in the foundation. I think that's what I meant by like you've been focused on certain spiritual muscles or focused on certain projects, project management. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Spirit. And there's that Ace of Pentacles, right? So Scorp Sag, what I would say is you're in a season right now, and have been, I think, for a minute, where Spirit has been showing you the cracks in the foundation that you were given and what you need to do to kind of mend it, rebuild it, reconstruct it, reconstruct it. And yeah, I think you've definitely met some challenges with that. Definitely met some challenges with that, but you're narrowly not one to back down. So it does tell me that you are finding solutions to those challenges in the foundation that you've been given, okay? So keep working at that. Yeah, keep being optimistic, Page of Wands. Keep believing in yourself to make things happen the way that you know it needs to, or keep trusting that Spirit's going to continue to guide you on how to heal that hurt, mend those foundations, or break them apart and rebuild them as they need to. Okay, yeah, death and rebirth at the bottom. So clearly in your scorpionic energy, you're no stranger to that death and rebirth cycle. It does feel like you are going through one, maybe in the realm of health, okay, in your daily life and practical details. Again, I just feel like a big lifestyle change here for you. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, where you might be taking on more. This is also like my project management energy, right? It's balancing everything that's on your plate, making sure you're keeping up with all of your responsibilities. So integrity, reverence, and service being here, I feel like you are doing that, but I almost want to say that there has maybe been a little bit of misplaced loyalty here to something that needs to radically change, or making sure that you are, Scorp Sag, making sure you're keeping yourself and your well-being at the top of the list here, okay? Not overly sacrificing yourself or overly giving your time, your energy to your detriment. Okay, regardless of how others feel about it, it seems like there is this like boundary that needs to happen, or there's a lot of call. Yeah, there's a big call on your energy right now. You could be feeling that. So if you've been tired, lethargic, a little uninterested, a little apathetic, just a little heavy lately, you are doing a lot of collective clearing, or there's a lot of energy from the collective being cleared through the 8th and 9th house, because there is this big spiritual growth boom that's occurring. Okay, so basically, Scorp Sag collective, you're holding a lot of space for the collective to do this work, and it can be very draining. Okay, this is Pluto in and of itself. Again, more scorpionic references. So there is this call. There's this call to radically change how you approach establishing a foundation, or the foundation you've been building, your daily life, and the practical details. I also get this sense of detachment here, Scorp Sag, that feels really healthy. It's not pushing people away. It's just not taking things personally, which can kind of be that shadowy aspect of, yeah, not taking things personally. That shadowy aspect of scorpionic energy with all of that coming forward. So the 9 of Wands, it is Sag energy, okay? Sagittarius could be your 6th house, okay? But it is Chiron as well for me as a reader. And here's the Queen of Wands. So despite all that you've been challenged with, despite all that you have had to endure, you are still showing up in this Queen of Wands energy. Very confident in yourself, confident in your spirit and your inner knowing, really living in that unity of spirit and body connection, okay? That's again why I'm saying move around, maybe needing to switch up the routine, or making sure you're sticking to some sort of consistent movement and flow with your body, okay? Again, whether it's a walk, a run, walking up and down the stairs, whatever you need, yoga, take it as it resonates, okay? But yeah, despite all that you've been through, Scorp Sag, okay? You're still working through it. 3 of Pentacles. You're working with spirit on this, I feel. You might also have a close group of friends or healers or guidance, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit, maybe that's, I feel like that's a whole separate message for someone here. Something about your Queen of Wands energy benefits this 3 of Pentacles dynamic that you're a part of. So a community that you lead, or you might be asked to lead. I also feel like this from you, this is work. Some of you have the right expertise or experience or knowledge to help with, again, work, help a company or help whatever you're a part of build something from the ground up. Because we did see that 2 of Pentacles. You had the Ace of Pentacles, so you've already got the 1, 2, and here's the 3. Okay, so clarify Virgo energy. How is Virgo supporting Scorp Sag right now? Yeah, supporting you through that death and rebirth cycle with the Fool at the bottom. There's Uranus. There also could be a call to integrate a little bit more of your spirituality in your daily life and your day-to-day work here. Or establish a spiritual routine here, Scorp Sag. Maybe it's just been a little all over the place, or again, there's something elevating or transforming in that routine. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so there's your... it's like the opposite of being left out in the cold from spirit. You're really intimate. Some of you might feel really, really close to spirit right now, or whatever the spiritual transformation and spiritual growth you're going through. Okay, clarify death in the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. There's no need to worry, because 5 of Pentacles upright for me is a card of worry, doubt that there will be balance, or fear of instability, insecurity financially, right? So for it to be in reverse, it's like that's not happening, right? With the 7 of Wands in reverse. Not fighting what's falling. That's so good. Honestly, Scorp Sag, you're not fighting this transformation. I almost wanted to say anymore. So maybe there was a bit of resistance towards this, but not anymore. Yeah, you've got the 5 of Wands. It keeps wanting to come out. You could be dealing with a Leo, or there could be a Leo significant to this energy, or you have a significant Leo placement. Clarify the 5 of Wands and this radical change. You've got the 4 of Cups. Yeah, I think whatever this is, it is getting you to realize or maybe acknowledge what you aren't happy with, or what has brought about a level of dissatisfaction before it fully disappoints you. It's almost like Spirit's trying to catch you before something actually, I don't want to say go south. Yeah, but that's what I was saying. It's like I wanted to say go south, but it's an Ace of Pentacles. That's not necessarily going south. Yeah, so interestingly enough, I kept speaking about a pivot, right? In your channeled energies. And I think this is what that is. There is this call to radically change some aspect or facet of your foundation. It does and could be something in the work. We got the Ace, the 3, and the 5 in reverse. It's you shouldn't have to fight for... Yeah, some of you might feel like you're fighting for respect, or like the part of you that would have is dead and gone, has gone through a death process. Like, it's almost as if, I don't know, because that South Node did kind of peek out here. Scorp Sag, you could be at the tail end of exiting a South Node cycle with Chiron here, hurt and heal. It's like you're moving out of a cycle that hurt you into one that's going to heal you, because we did see the Fool, and Uranus is connected to the Fool energy, and that's the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I mean. New lifestyle, new home, new job, new career, new revenue source, okay? It's like, think about what you would do with that Ace of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Think about what you would do with that Ace of Pentacles now, Scorp Sag, so that when it comes in, it has purpose. It has purpose. You don't have to settle for cycles that feel familiar to you, Scorp Sag. Even though you're tried, tested, and true through it with the 9 of Wands and the Queen of Wands, doesn't mean that you have to. Just because you can fight, Scorp Sag, doesn't mean you have to. Okay? And maybe that's a big, big lesson you're learning, and that's maybe what... Ooh. Okay, that could be the title. Just because you can fight doesn't mean you have to. Truth. And I think, what I was about to say is I think that's what Chiron is trying to get you to see, trying to get you to heal. Okay? What's behind the Ace of Swords is the Hierophant, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Right. Just because you know how to fight does not mean you necessarily have to. Using wisdom, choosing your battles wisely here, Scorp Sag, is the name of the game for you right now, because you are undergoing a major, it does feel ascension energy here. Huge death and rebirth cycle. Clearing out some hurt, healing those tender spaces, okay? Healing those wounds. But discernment is key. Discernment is key. Just because you can fight doesn't mean you have to, okay? Let's connect the 6th house in Virgo for you. Thank you so much, Spirit. What connects the 6th house in Virgo for Scorpio Sagittarius? The Magician. Mercury energy. The Ace is here. So this Ace of Pentacles could be the last thing that you were waiting on. That's what I was kind of channeling. You have the inspiration, that cardinal energy. You have the ideas that we saw, the Ace of Swords. You might have just been waiting on that Ace of Pentacles, something for it to manifest, something to make it tangible and real, so that you can create this new reality. You can make that shift or that change, or again, continue to heal whatever spirit is guiding you to do in your foundation work. Okay, clarify the Magician. Thank you. Page of Cups. So be gentle with yourself, okay? Be gentle with yourself. Because I do feel like whatever this opportunity is with the Ace of Pentacles, it is in alignment with something that feels right in the heart for you. Or it's in alignment with what you want your heart to be open to. So whether you're having this kind of conversation with Spirit and yourself and Chiron, like, okay, what do we need to heal so that we can create or embrace this new reality because we're ready to move forward? That's what that feels like quite literally. And here's another Ace, Ace of Wands and the 5 of Cups. And this is what I meant by maybe you felt this feeling before and started flowing with it, and it wasn't necessarily the right time, or something didn't go the way you thought it would, or again, there was some sort of disappointment. Remember when I was saying Spirit was trying to catch you before the disappointment happens? 4 of Cups is dissatisfaction, but you're still kind of giving it a chance. 5 of Cups is, okay, it's fully spilled out. There's no really returning. I got to go back to the 2 of Cups, move into the 6. You see what I'm saying? So that's that cardinal energy. I feel like here, Scorp Sag, as disappointing as it might be to know you have to walk away from something, or you have to go manifest something elsewhere, or start a new beginning elsewhere, the Lovers, right? It's, you know, it's a choice or a decision out of love. It's a decision out of what's really in alignment for you. Okay? And I keep talking about this alignment for you. I keep talking about that. So something of, thank you, Spirit, Saturn in that trine energy. So I feel like Saturn is really trying to tell you, you are maybe again at the tail end of some sort of Saturn return here, Scorp Sag, for some of you guys. And what's to come is all of these aces. All of these aces. So don't fight the transformation. Don't fight the transmuting. Don't fight what is trying to fall. Just because you can maybe save it doesn't mean it needs to be saved. Don't push yourself into the 10 of Wands here, Scorp Sag. I really got to encourage you to pay attention to that. Yeah. Don't push yourself into the 10 of Wands. Try to reserve some energy, okay? Because I think whatever this ace is, whatever the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, it's this Magician. It's big. It's huge. It's radical. Radical change is like a whole 180 from where you are right now. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. That's what I mean. It's like, try not to move out of hurt or try not to move out of impulse too much, even though you might be getting clear guidance around what is. There's something about the timing, Scorp Sag, that you have to tune into and be aware of. Okay, so don't get too caught up in the whirlwind of the Ace of Wands and the energy swells. Okay, just be patient. Yeah, keep working. Be patient and keep working. Okay, because you got the Nine of Cups. Whatever you ask Spirit to heal within you, that wish, that desire, that request is being granted. And so now here comes what will heal you, or the situation, scenarios, opportunities, connections, whatever that shows up as, to do that. So it's like, embrace it. It's not necessarily going to be pretty, Scorp Sag, but you know that. You know that by this point, hopefully. But if you're new here, that is the case with this particular cusp energy, that revolution, that rising from the ashes. It's never easy. It's never pretty and aesthetic. It is messy and sometimes dark. But Scorp Sag, remember that you are the light in any darkness, okay? But it's beautiful support. And again, how dark that Saturn energy is and can be, it really feels like protection. So make sure that you are keeping your mind focused on that aspect of it. I really do feel like, though, it was something, there could have been something that you wanted to establish as a part of your foundation, but would actually lead to a lot of disappointment for you, Scorp Sag. So again, I think that's what Spirit's trying to protect you from. Okay, so just have have compassion with yourself and trust your ability to, I don't want to say start over, but maybe that's what this feels like for some of you guys, like start all over, or head into this new direction, or pivot into this new direction. Okay, we're going to get a little deeper into what that wish fulfillment is for you, what that really looks like to have this hurt be healed. In the extended over on Patreon, that link to join me is in the description box below, and I will have the direct extended link pinned in a comment down below, so make sure you check it out whenever you feel called to. I thank you guys so much for tuning into this portion of the read here over on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can join in for our remaining live streams that are scheduled for this particular series. We'll take a little break and then we'll move into our love series again, okay? But I hope to hear from you in the comments about what resonated out of this energy for you, what felt like it connected with your story. I love to hear that from you all. But if I don't see you over on Patreon, I'll see you in our next one, Scorp Sag, okay? Thank you, Mise Meet. And hi, Will I Am. James, thanks for being here, love. Yeah, trust the process. Exactly. Like, with all the aces showing up here, Scorp Sag, I think you know what the process you're going through. It's just the matter of going through it is the part that kind of probably gets to you time to time, or it, you know, it's just uncomfortable, but it is all for purpose. So keep trusting it, okay? Keep trusting it, because it is leading you to wish fulfillment, whether it feels like that or not. Alrighty, my loves, I'll catch y'all in our next one. Namaste.